Welcome guys, welcome back to MaxCubeGaming and my second video game review. And what a game I'm gonna be talking about with you guys. Elden Ring. What more can I say about this game that hasn't been said? A masterpiece. Once in a lifetime. Greatest game ever made. Game of the year. All of it could be true. Some of it could be exaggerating. But for me, this is a masterpiece. This is what video games are all about. Story, aesthetics, gameplay, boss fights, customization, scenery, graphics, music. I have so much to say. Shall we begin? So, I've been playing Soulborne games since the very beginning with Demon's Soul and Dark Souls 1. Bloodborne is one of my favorite games of all time as well. Dark Souls 3 is also considered a masterpiece in my opinion. I was expecting Bloodborne 2, but they hit me with the boom called Elden Ring, and I totally forgot about Bloodborne 2. And yeah, the director, Hidetaka Miyazaki, has done it again, you guys. And who would have thought that you put Hidetaka Miyazaki, Soulsborne from Software's mastermind, and you fuse it with the mind of Game of Thrones, George R.R. Martin, who put in the material for the game settings and lore from the very beginning of this development of this masterpiece. And wow, you could see, you could feel the essence of Martin's intuition and experience and his mindset of what Game of Thrones is in an example, and his names for the bosses, some of the music, some of the aesthetics, the backgrounds, the wonderful world. You kind of could feel the idea or the complete mindset of George R.R. Martin. So, what is Elden Ring, guys? You guys probably all know what Elden Ring is now, as it's hit everywhere. It's literally taken over the world of gaming since it first released. Everywhere, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook gaming, everyone is trying this game. PC, Xbox, PS5, everyone is getting their hands into the world of Elden Ring and becoming a tarnish. The story of Elden Ring first begins with the lands between being blessed by the greater will, and this spectacular tree that contains power. Long story short, the lands between were ruled by a queen called Marika the Eternal, and being chosen by the greater will, who acted as a guardian and keeper of the Elden Ring, had numerous children. She was married twice, once by Godfrey, who became tarnished himself, and second by Randangron, the mysterious red-haired warrior. And she had roughly 6 kids, who 5 of them you have to fight. But what can I say about the boss fights, guys? The boss fights are amazing. There's so many boss fights in this game. You got boss fights between normal NPCs that you can see all over the world, like the tree sentinels. You have big giant colossus, big giant titans, spirits, dark spirits, bloodthirsty goblins, geared up giant, pretty much lions with a huge claw, but most of all the main bosses. The 8 main bosses that you have to fight: the giant, the fire giant, the Queen of the Moon, and my personal favorite, Melina. That Melina boss fight was epic, guys. It was legendary. It was in a different proportion. It was perhaps my favorite boss fight in all Soulsborne games. So, what is my verdict? What is the pros? What is the cons, guys? Pros: the open world. Ginormous. This world is huge, but it's beautiful. There is resources everywhere. There's NPCs everywhere. Beautiful scenery, beautiful graphical aspects. It's just amazing. There's so much to do. You get literally lost there for hours. You can get lost because how huge it is, but it's just Breath of the Wild on steroids. Replayability. You could replay this game over and over and over again and reach to the max level of 719. Graphics and music was once again masterpiece, match made in heaven. The graphics are amazing. The music is beautiful. What more I can say about that? The lore is amazing. Finally, a Souls game. I actually like the lore of Souls game. The lore of most Souls games, even though they're convoluted. But this one in general is intriguing, and I want to know more. Difficulty level. Some regular bosses are difficult than others. Some bosses are cakewalk and embarrassment, but I like that because it keeps me on my feet and it makes me adjust. And I don't mind dying, which is beautiful. Customization, items, and mini quests. Same thing when it comes to the longevity of this game is just amazing. Cons. The last boss fight for me, the last stage of it, was a little bit of a letdown. But it's not gonna deduct my full opinion of it. And lastly, Torrent mechanics were a little bit clunky. I did find myself dying hysterically by the movement of Torrent himself. So the final verdict, the final result for Elden Ring is a 10 out of 10, a 5 star, 5 out of 6 out of 5 stars. It is a masterpiece. It is the game of the year. It is one of my favorite games of all time. It is my favorite game in the last 10 years. Come at me. So what's your thoughts about Elden Ring? Who was your favorite boss? Did you finish the game? Let me know everything, all your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the bell icon, like this review if you like it, it helps the algorithm, and subscribe if you haven't, as we are on our way to the goal of 1,000 subscribers. So with that being said, thank you guys, enjoy Elden Ring, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Cheers.